Ever felt like your grant proposals are destined for the trash bin and you're doomed for relentless rejection? Well, today we're rummaging through the grant trash bin to retrieve your applications from the brink. We're going to discuss 5 primary reasons why grant requests end up rejected, and I'll share some game-changing strategies to turn that around. It can take hours to craft what we hope is the perfect grant proposal, only to receive a generic rejection email faster than you can say fundraising dreams dashed. Trust me, by the end of this video, you'll be armed with the knowledge and confidence to tackle any grant application like a seasoned pro. All right, let's tackle the first critical misstep that can doom your grant proposal to the rejection pile: failing to align with the funder's priorities. Now, I know you're savvy in the realm of grant seeking. You've meticulously scoured the funder's website, engaged with platforms like Instrumental or Candid, and you've tailored your proposal to what you believe their interests and guidelines are. So why the rejection? The truth often lies beyond the surface of what's written in the guidelines. It's not about aligning with what you know of the funder's priorities, but sometimes it can be what they know of you and see the mutual benefit of your partnership. This is where the underestimated power of personal connection comes into play. Picture this scenario. You stand before a door leading to vast opportunities. Instead of barging right in, you choose a more respectful approach, a gentle knock. I'm talking about the power of personal engagement, like picking up the phone for a sincere conversation. It's an old school fundraising tactic that still holds a golden value. Call and introduce yourself and your project. You can also ask for feedback and if they have any advice for a nonprofit like yours. Or you can try a thoughtfully composed letter of inquiry, or LOI, which can also act as your formal introduction. This isn't just politeness, it's smart grant writing strategy that can clarify whether your project aligns with the funder's vision, potentially saving you significant time and effort. Remember, it's about making every element of your application resonate with the funder's priorities, ensuring your project is too aligned and too impactful to ignore. The second big hurdle is not following the funder's specific guidelines for submissions. This mistake can quickly send your proposal to the rejection bin, yet it's completely avoidable with careful attention to detail. The rule is, give the funder exactly what they're asking for, no more, no less. If you don't stick to their guidelines or miss out on providing the required details, it might seem like you're not paying attention or you don't care about their rules. But remember, being prepared with a little extra information can bolster your application if they request more details. To keep your proposal out of the grant writing graveyard, it's smart to have a detailed organizational profile ready to go. Your mission statement, so a concise statement about your organization's purpose and values. Description of services, so summarize what you do and how it fits into what the funder cares about. Your history, so include when you were founded and any important historical details to show you're established and committed. Contact info for your CEO and board chair, and this makes it easier for them to reach out and show that you're open and transparent. Staff and volunteer information, so share how many people work for you and volunteers to indicate your support and capacity. And an organizational chart, a visual of your organization's structure showing who does what. And don't forget key financial documents. Have these ready to go. Your current budget. This shows your current financial plans and priorities. Budget and funding sources. So give an overview of what your finances and where your money comes from to show that you're financially sound. Use of funds. So use a pie chart to show how you spend your funds, highlighting your financial planning. Financial statement, so this provides a snapshot of your financial health right now, and past audited financials, usually about the last 2 years, which gives a clear, detailed look at your financial history and accountability. But let's not forget the arsenal of supporting materials you should have at your disposal. So documents such as proof of tax-exempt status, news clippings, annual reports, and those critical letters of support do more than just tick boxes. They can bolster the credibility of your proposal and demonstrate a level of professionalism and seriousness about your mission. The third major hurdle that can catapult your grant proposal directly into the dreaded trash bin is lack of clarity and precision in your writing. Grantors are inundated with requests, and yours needs to not just glow but radiate with clarity, coherence, and compelling content. So here's how to ensure your proposal stands out for all the right reasons. Your project goals and objectives. It's essential that your goals are not just aspirational, but anchored in the SMART framework. So specific, measurable, achievable, relevant, and time-bound. Vague ambitions won't cut it. You need to demonstrate a clear path to your destination, outlining precisely how you intend to achieve each milestone. Your project methodology. So the how of your proposal is just as crucial as the what. So detail the process from who is involved to the logistics of implementation. This section should answer all of the W's: who, what, when, where, why, and the all-important how. Your evaluation methods. This is where you prove your project's worth. Detailing your evaluation methods is crucial for demonstrating how you will measure success. Be explicit about the metrics and benchmarks you will use to assess your progress towards those SMART goals. And additional words of wisdom: avoid jargon, focus on a logical structure, and emphasize your key points. Remember, the goal is not just to avoid the grant writing trash bin, but to create a proposal so clear and compelling it becomes impossible to ignore. Tackling the fourth major roadblock to grant success: a budget that doesn't align with the funder's expectations or lacks clarity. The budget isn't just a financial statement, it's a narrative that tells the story of your project's potential impact and feasibility. It's crucial to ensure that every dollar requested is clearly accounted for and directly linked to your project goals and methods. Now, confronting the fifth hurdle that can doom your grant proposal to the rejection bin: a lack of perceived urgency or impact. In the fiercely competitive world of grant funding, your proposal must not only capture attention, but also convey a critical need for action and the promise of a significant positive change. It's about convincing the funder that investing in your project is an investment in a brighter future. So here's a guide to making your proposal pack a powerful punch in urgency and impact. Illustrate a compelling problem. So start with a vivid description of the issue your project addresses. Who's at risk, what's affected, and what might happen if no action is taken. Your skill in presenting the problem with both emotional depth and factual clarity sets the tone for your proposal. This should not only underscore the urgency, but also position your organization as the beacon of hope, as the solution. Next up, you're going to need to explain how you're going to use the funds. Clearly outline how the grant will be used and the specific difference it will make. So the solution. Link that problem directly to the solution, showing how the funder's support will kickstart meaningful change. Next, define who benefits. Describe who will gain from your project with clear details, showing a deep understanding of the target group's demographics, needs, and hurdles makes your proposal not just a funding request, but a commitment to making a tangible difference. And spotlight the gaps. Show that you know the field well by highlighting existing efforts and their limitations. Explain how your project fills a crucial gap, presenting a novel and improved approach to the issue. And detail your project. Offer a concise, engaging overview of your project's plan, including your strategies, activities, and guiding principles. A clear project plan assures funders of your capability and the practicality of your objectives. You'll also need to outline expected outcomes, so clearly state your goals and how you'll measure success. This forward-thinking perspective shows included tangible results, offering a roadmap to track progress. And emphasize any partnerships. If your projects involve collaborations, shine a light on these. Funders love collaborative projects. Joint efforts can boost the reach and longevity of your project, showing a united front in tackling the problem. In the competitive arena of grant funding, your proposal needs to not just stand out, but resonate with a sense of critical necessity and potential for significant change. Now, up next is a video on handling fundraising rejections. We still might hear a no from time to time, so I have some additional tips for turning those setbacks into stepping stones for success. So with that, I'll see you next week.